Welcome to the ultimate guide to Elsword, part 2. In this video, we will talk about shit that you will need to know in the later part of the game. Without further ado, let's get right into it, right after this outdated intro, because the music is catchy as fuck. Gate of Darkness is a thing that will spawn randomly at the end of a dungeon. Playing will give you an useful buff for 30 minutes, additional XP, and materials for elixirs of Village Alchemist, but it's easy and optional, so do whatever the fuck you please. The Heroic Dungeon is a mode that simply puts you in a random dungeon, from Velta to Elysium, and make it 10 times harder. You need 3 heroic invitations to enter the game mode. Everything is tanky as fuck, and most of the time will one-shot you, plus you only have 3 revive. If you want to try, it is highly recommended that you find someone stronger to run with. Even so, if you got maps like Hall of Shit or Shit's Dwelling, then you are pretty much fucked. In exchange, you can get heroic equipments that drop from bosses, or heroic gear fragments that you use to exchange for heroic equipments from Glaive. These gears range from absolute shit to OP, depends on how high their heroic rank is. Their set effect depends on what kind of heroic type it is. Wrath gives you attack damage, Wisdom gives you MP reduction, and Vision gives you cooldown reduction. Henna's Time and Space is a mode that puts you through various boss stages that changes weekly and rewards you with time and space crystals, which you use to craft 4th dimension equipments. This dungeon has 2 difficulties, normal and challenge. In normal mode, you do it like a normal dungeon, which I highly recommend. In challenge mode, you run with no party buff, no drugs, and no revive, for a bit higher yield of shekels. The 4th dimension equipment is an incredibly good set with its 5 pieces effect. Additionally, you can transfer the effect from a heroic gear into a 4th dimension gear through Glaive. However, the 4th dimension weapon is not the strongest shit in the game, and the whole set is inferior without its 5 pieces effect, so you might want different stuff if you're gonna use Void Weapon. Speak of the Devil, adds Energy Fusion Theory Dungeon is where you get Void Weapon, the strongest shit in the game. You goes in solo, have 3 revive, and everything here deals more damage over time, so you got to be extra careful. It is recommended that you run with 4th dimension or heroic gear. Oh, and did I mention that this has extremely low drop rate? But do not worry, because after you get the weapon, you still need 5,000 energy shards to craft energy discs anyway, to unleash all 15 stages of the weapon, so it's honestly just a matter of time until you get it. Ilreonode gears can be acquired through level 99 story quests, and is arguably the best armor at the moment. You collect L tier fragments of certain pieces, which can be dropped throughout Ilreonode dungeons, and assemble them into your corresponding Ilreonode gears. Balanced tiers give L tier level, similar to heroic rank. Destruction gives certain skill damage. Proficiency gives special effects. And transformation gives you additional stats. So basically it's heroic gear, but it's stronger and customizable. Assembling 4 or more tiers of the same color will activate set effect. Purple for overall stats, red for physical power, and blue for magical power. Note that all the pieces must be the same color as well to be counted as a set, and having any different color tier socketed will disrupt the effect. Event dungeons are a laxative game mode that gives you exchangeable items for consumables, costumes, and other shit that you might want to have. You can enter for free 2 times a day. If you want to run more, pay some money to Daddy Cog Games, he won't say no. In Dimension of Sinister Intent, you simply put into matches against NPC with progressively harder difficulty. For the rewards, you get Relics of Sinister Intent to craft Dimension Master accessories with decent effect, but overall, it's optional. You can enter for free 3 times a day and can buy tickets to enter more. Irida Island is a 3v3 MOBA based battle mode. Clearing enemy mobs in a base will capture it, and if you have both captured, your team starts gaining point. The first team to reach 100 points wins. The reward for winning is shitload of XP and warrior's metal, which is used to make tenacious warrior accessories or exchange for various shit at Camilla. One more thing, this game mode will kindly tell equipments and titles to fuck off, so you don't need any fancy shit for it. Now let's talk about making money. First is a list of things that you might wanna get or grind for. Transcendent Slot B Metal, Ring of Fury, Magic Necklace, Ring of Skills, and Fetch Aura. Additionally, there is Skill Slot Change Medal and Quick Slot Expansion, but you can get them through monthly quest anyway, so unless you're gonna play multiple characters that's not much of a problem. If you ever load up or buy Kaching, the thing that worth getting most is Shared Bank. It will help you greatly with events. Second is a list of common things that will help you make big money. Magical Crystal, Barrier Fragments, Time and Space Crystals, Treasure Hunter Stuff, Giant Potion, Baby Fairy's Cradle, Starfruit Tart, and Starfruit Tea, L Tears Powder and L Shards. Keep your eyes on these, you will be surprised by the amount of ED you make. But they are not all. Be sure to watch out for events and other opportunities for money as well. With this knowledge, you should be able to survive in the high league and have fun in most part of the game. If you ever feel like you're too slow or being tilted in PvP, remember that Elsword is an MMORPG. If you want to be strong, you got to sweat. Now get out there and start playing Elsword, because if you don't, COD games will go bankrupt, and I will be very sad. Thank you for watching, and subscribe for low quality contents weekly.